Hey guys, quick lesson for you guys today. I wanted to share some of my findings in simplifying music theory so that you can understand major scales, minor scales, and how the two relate, and how to figure out the major and minor scale in any key that you would like. All right, so with that, we'll go ahead and get started. Now, here's the thing is I spent a lot of time just making music by ear. So if you don't know music theory, it's totally okay. However, when this clicked for me, I figured, well, if it clicks for me, maybe it will help other people to have a little bit more understanding of the music and be able to connect the dots. So that's what we're going to do today. Let's go ahead and get started. So in figuring out the major scale, you basically want to figure out the intervals in between the notes from the first note to the seventh note in a scale. Each scale is going to be 7 notes out of the 12. Okay, so all scales are a combination of 7 notes in any particular scale. So in figuring out how to find your major scales, we can make it pretty easy. All you need to do is know where your C note is. And look, I went many years not knowing the names of any keys, all right? So don't sweat it if you don't know, but it's right below the 2 black keys, all right? So what we're going to do is we're just going to put a note here on each of the white notes, right? All the way up till we reach the octave above. And this is a major scale. So the C scale is easy to figure out, or the C major scale is easy to figure out because it's just all the white notes. Once we have that, then we understand the algorithm or the intervals for all major scales. In other words, this interval here, if I raise it up to an E, it's going to show me all the correct notes in the E scale because it's the same interval. I hope that makes sense. So all you need to do is remember this kind of number pattern, all right? It's just 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. So basically you've got your root note, then the second note is 2 notes above that, third note is 2 notes above that, then 1 note above that is your fourth note, fifth note is 2 notes, 2 more notes, 2 more notes, and then 1 note gets you back up to the next octave, all right? So if you can remember that, root 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, you're in great shape. Now, figuring out the minor scale, all you have to do is pretty much the same thing, but start on the A note here. The A minor also uses all the white notes. So this makes it easy to remember the interval of the minor scale. And once again, just like with a major scale, I can move this all the way up or down, and whatever the starting note is going to be the key or the note of the minor scale. All right. So with that, oops, highlight all this here. We'll move back down to the A. So that's interesting, right? How is it that one set of the exact same notes can sound minor and another one sounds major? Well, it really just depends on how everything relates to the root note. So if your root note is A, all right, that has a minor feel. If we go back to our C, which is just here, even though it's the same notes, in relationship to the C, it sounds like a major. Like so. So how does this relate? Well, what this tells us is that major scales, all the major scales, have a correlating minor scale. All right? So in other words, the major and minor C scale and the A minor scale share the same notes. All right. So how do we figure out how other scales share the same notes? Well, we just simply, let me turn this off here. If we want to go to, let's say, the E scale here, all right? Here's our E major. The way that we could figure out the minor scale is pretty simple. What we're going to do is, here's a little trick for you. Just highlight the top 3 notes and then duplicate it. then erase these top 2 notes and bring these down an octave, and over, and the E major and the C sharp minor share the same keys. All right, so I can show you. So there's a minor. If we just undo this real quick, we'll see the same notes. Sound like a major. So it really kind of depends on where you're starting and what the root of the chord pattern or the melodic pattern is. So that's a quick lesson on just figuring out your major and minor scales. Now the minor scale here, we'll just go through the interval real quick. So where the major scale is root 221, 2221, the minor scale is root 21, 221, 22. All right. So if you could remember those, then you pretty much got all your major and minor scales. And once again, if you can't remember the intervals, just start with your major scale on the C, all right, and all the white notes. If you want to know the intervals for your minor scale, just start with the A and all the white notes of that, and then you can check out the intervals. Last thing I'll tell you, just a quick trip, like we've got here with the major scale. If we want to find the scale of any other notes, we just highlight everything. We can just use the arrow. So this, for example, is the F sharp. So if we want to know all the notes and memorize them, we can just hit fold, and there we go. That's our whole scale for the F sharp. So I hope that makes sense to you guys, and hope you got something out of this and you can put it to use right away. So if you enjoyed this training, consider joining the Ableton Transformation Station. It's my monthly membership where we go into everything music production, music promotion, building your fan base, and we just finished a really deep training on music theory, getting not only into the major and minor scales, but the 3 different minor scales, why they're used, how they're used, all the different chord patterns and how to remember them really easily, and you know, things that you could put to use right away without having to spend years learning music theory. That's what all these trainings are about. So if you like that idea, you could get a good deal on your first month. You could immediately check out the music theory training, and I believe there's some other trainings that are open for you as well. And if you love it, it's just 20 bucks a month. So hope you enjoyed this. Hope you're able to put it to use, and I'll speak to you guys real soon. Bye.